for our mindfulness meditation together, let me invite you, as always, just to be still. Let your body just sit in stillness comfortably. Any comfortable position that you wish is perfect. Feel the stillness, the physical stillness within your body, from your skin all the way in to the center of you. And as you become aware of the feeling of stillness, let your body breathe all by itself and feel the natural rhythm of your own relaxation breath, your body's own relaxation rhythm. Notice how you don't have to get involved with your breath at all. You can just observe and allow effortlessly. And with your eyes closed and your mind awake, you've now engaged in the 3 core skills of deep relaxation. You've switched on your body's relaxation instinct, and you can now feel the luxurious, gentle, beautiful, soothing experience of the calming of every aspect, all 3 aspects of yourself. The calming of your mind, your thoughts slowing down, with the gaps of silence between your thoughts slowly growing longer. You can feel your physical body relaxing, calming, and you can feel your emotions within the organ of your heart and the area of your stomach also moving into deeper and deeper calmness with each breath, each passing second, each moment that passes. You can simply feel yourself going deeper and deeper into the lovely healing experience of deep relaxation, focused on the here and now with your awareness inside your body. You have now switched on a relaxation process, an ancient instinctive relaxation process that will now all by itself continue in its own momentum, taking you and holding you securely and safely in a relaxed, calm, peaceful, deepening. And as you allow this lovely natural experience just to happen all by itself, because this is a mindfulness meditation, my invitation to you is to use your mind very deliberately, very consciously, while your emotions remain as calm as can be and as calm as you wish them to be. In mindfulness meditation, you can go on an emotional journey if you wish. You can experience any emotion that you wish. With the backdrop and within the contexts of meditation and calmness, you are safe to explore all of the emotions that you wish to. Now, the theme and the invitation for this mindfulness meditation is to use your awareness to explore your food, the foods that you eat. Even though most foods aren't themselves actually physically addictive, some are, most aren't. My question for you is which single food, if you can pinpoint it as a single item, which food do you use the most in order to attempt to improve your happiness and your health, yet your wisdom, your knowledge, and your 5 inner senses tell you that actually this food, even though it tastes good and it temporarily makes you feel better, happier, possibly even healthier, you know that after a short while, the detrimental effects of this food actually bring more unhappiness and more unwellness into your life in the long run. The pleasant taste and the good feeling is very short-lived. And the consequences last much longer than the pleasant taste and the good feeling. If there is a food that you have in your life like this, then the invitation in this mindfulness meditation is for you to discover why you eat this particular food, why this particular food. Out of all the foods that exist in the world, this is the one for you. There will be a reason. And once you've discovered that reason, we'll explore how to let it go, how to let that food item go by changing the emotion in a different way. I'll explain and guide you through. So, by now you probably have a picture in your mind of the very food that you know tastes great, makes you feel good while you're eating it, but is harming your body, lowering your emotional happiness, and making you unwell, even if that may be at some point in the distant future. Your wisdom tells you that this is so. And you also have a desire, an emotional desire, to let go of this particular food and never eat it again. The two will coexist, the desire to eat it and the desire to let it go. They will coexist together. The wise part of you will create the desire for you to let it go. The other part of you, which we'll explore in a moment, creates the desire for you to eat that particular food. Now, my next question. What's the emotion? See if you can name the emotion or the type of emotion that occurs in your body that you eat that food to change. Let me say that in another way. If you look really closely within yourself, you will probably discover that there is probably a single emotion or a type of emotion that whenever you feel it, you reach for this particular food, whatever it is, you eat it, and for a short while, that uncomfortable emotion, it's probably going to be an uncomfortable emotion, but it might not be. But I'll say for this example, the uncomfortable emotion goes away. in the presence of the nice taste in your mouth, and the presence of the good feeling in your physical body, probably your stomach, but maybe other parts of your body as well. That physical pleasantness, for a while, takes away that uncomfortable emotion. And I want you to name that emotion if you can. If you can't put a precise name on it, that's fine. Just describe it loosely and broadly as a type of an emotion. It could be as loose and as broad as an uncomfortable feeling. Or you can become as precise as you like. Now that you've identified, or even at least tried and been open to look for an uncomfortable feeling, possibly a good feeling. Some foods we only eat when we're feeling elated and celebrating and feeling good. For this meditation, I'll invite you to focus on uncomfortable feelings. As you identify and hopefully name, put your own description onto that feeling, the next time it arises within you, now that you've become so aware of it, a new thought will come into your mind. It'll be an identification thought, and it'll go something like, I recognize this feeling. This is the feeling that always happens before I eat that particular food or drink that particular drink. And you'll recognize the process within yourself of you changing that emotion with the food, asking the food or the drink, the item, to change the emotion for you. So you're giving your power away to the food. You're saying, I can't change the emotion. I'll get the food to do it for me. Now I know that you do have the power to change that emotion. And for this mindfulness meditation, I want to invite you to now come up with a thought, a sentence, a cognitive sentence, a sentence in words that you can, in future, if you wish, say to yourself, use, in other words, as a deliberate thought. Whenever you notice this emotion coming up and your desire to use food to change that emotion, I'll give you some examples. One good example might be a recognition thought like, yes, I can feel that feeling. It's in my stomach area, which it always is. If I was just to sit and allow it to be there and do nothing, I know that it will pass all by itself. Another example of a thought that you can use is quite a dramatic one, but very powerful. I refuse to change that emotion using anything external to my body. I refuse. Categorically absolute. I absolutely refuse to allow something external to my body to change this emotion. Another example might be, much softer this time, I allow this emotion to be in my body. I receive it with love. I think of it kindly. and allow it to relax out of my body. One more, perhaps final example might be, I will use my 3 core skills. I'll become still. I'll let my awareness enter my body fully as I can. I'll let my body breathe. And if I wish, I'll close my eyes and I'll remain awake. I'll use my 3 core skills to relax quite deliberately, to relax this emotion out of my body. These are just a few examples of the types of cognitive awareness that you can use that come in the form of spoken word inside your head, using your own inner voice. And of course, if you wish, you can use these words in a mantra style where you repeat slowly, softly, and gently the same sentence or cluster of sentences over and over again until the emotion has passed completely. The first time you do this, you will be managing a craving. The word craving is used to describe the desire, the emotion of desire, for something that you know is going to harm you in the long run. The first time you address consciously a craving, I've had it on good authority from the academic and the scientific community that, having researched the length of time of cravings, this particular study that I'm thinking of right now was for alcohol, which is a very powerfully addictive drug. The average length of time for an alcohol craving before it passes completely from the body, before the emotion of desire for it disappears, is 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes. So let me offer that to you for you to experiment with and to be aware of. So my next invitation will be for you, the next time the desire to eat a certain food of which you are the only one that knows what that is. This is your private, personal piece of awareness. Next time the desire, or we can call it craving, arises within your body, do your best to use your inner voice and the power of your inner spoken word to enable you, to enable yourself to manage, to dissolve, to relax, to change that emotion, that uncomfortable emotion, from the inside out. And if you can, time it. See how long it actually lasts before it leaves. You will probably find that it comes and goes. You will probably find that in a period of, say, 20 minutes or so, the craving won't actually be stable and permanently present second after second, moment after moment for the full 20 minutes. It will actually switch on and off like a blinking light. Quite at random, it'll be there for a few minutes, then all of a sudden it'll be gone, and then all of a sudden it'll be back. Sometimes lasting a few seconds, sometimes lasting a few minutes. This is a very common experience. It is quite possible that the craving, the desire for the food, lasts consistently for a whole 20 minutes, possibly even longer. And this is my invitation to you, for you to discover, to find out for yourself the nature of the emotion of craving, of desire, so that you can become the master of it, so that you become intimate with it, knowledgeable. And of course, in those moments of awareness, as you are perceiving and experiencing the craving itself, the desire itself, the invitation will always be for you to use any skill that you wish, that you have available, that you can think of, from your repertoire of personal, emotional management skills. But my invitation is very specifically on this occasion for you to not use anything, any skill that involves anything outside of your body. So using your 5 inner senses. So you'll be using your ability to speak to yourself with your inner voice. You'll be using your ability to see pictures, colours, shapes, form with your mind's eye. You can, of course, if you wish, be using your inner sense of smell, taste, and most certainly touch, because you will be feeling with your inner sense of touch the coming and the going, the waxing and the waning, and the eventual disappearing, dissolving completely of the emotion itself, the emotion of craving and the desire. I'm sure that you already have great awareness of this process, and that you are recognizing most, if not all, of what we have spoken about in this meditation. So proceed with courage, determination, and bravery. And you will be certain of success. And as we arrive gently at the end of our mindfulness meditation, let me invite you to notice the light coming in through your eyelids, the feeling of your body weight gently resting. And when you're ready, simply open your eyes and notice how good you feel.